Artists that disappear are just so intriguing to me, especially ones that seem to have achieved everything that they maybe ever wanted. You work so hard for something that people only ever dream of getting one day. And yet, for some people, it all just disappears one day. I don't remember how, or I don't remember when I first heard Juno by Choker, but I do remember how much it floored me back in 2018. And like most great music, I added it to a playlist and then just completely forgot about it. Since 2018, I feel like I've changed a little bit. Maybe. At least my music habits have definitely changed. I love finding new music to fall in love with, or finding new artists that I can just root for. And I also love rediscovering music that I haven't heard or maybe completely forgot about. A lot of the times I find myself going back to their catalog or seeing if they produced anything else, or maybe who produced the album that I'm listening to, just kind of see what they're up to nowadays. So I did the same thing with Choker. I think the first thing I noticed when I looked at his catalog back then was how he hadn't made music in several years. Specifically since 2019, he last released Forever and a Few. So I did what any normal person would do and immediately just searched him up on Instagram. I remember clicking on his last post and just seeing so many comments that were just saying something like, "I miss you, come back, I hope you're alive, like, when are you coming back and making music?" And I don't know, it just kind of broke my heart there. I know they don't really owe you anything, but I just couldn't help but be curious on what maybe or maybe didn't happen. But most of what I saw and most of what I found were just articles and interviews of 2017, 2018, 2019, of nothing really interesting. At least nothing that would just send me in the right direction on where maybe he's at now. But I did find one thing. I found the song Pilot by Omar Apollo. And funny enough, Choker is credited there for being a producer on the track, also being a drum programmer, and I believe a bassist as well. And I also saw that song was released in 2023. So from 2019 to 2023, obviously he's still alive. That's my first thought was, okay, cool. He's still making music with his friends, or at least he's still alive. And if I'm being honest, that's kind of just where my train stopped. I found out that he was still alive and he was still making music, maybe not releasing his own stuff anymore, but still making music. And that was enough for me to, kind of lay off and just be like, all right, cool. I understand. Sometimes people just want to make music and then live their lives. I don't blame the guy. And I know at this point in the video, you're probably, yelling at your screen going, hey, but he's back. He's releasing a new album. Yeah, well, I didn't know that when I was making this video. But let's dive into that. Before you turn away, I'm not trying to sell you anything. In fact, no one's getting paid to make this video. I'm the one that's working on it. I'm not getting paid. It's just something that I truly love to do. The only thing I will ask you to do, actually, is support other people like Choker. You know how it is. People don't get the recognition that they deserve. And that's where I come in. I do the same amount of research that I do on this video that I do on the music that I listen to. And I want to share that with you. That's all I ask of you. If you could just give the playlist a follow and just support amazing other artists just like Choker that are just trying to make it and just actually have something to offer, then click the link below. It's completely free. I don't make any money. No one's making money here. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Let's get back to it. So knowing that he came back and he's making music and he released a couple singles and that his new album is coming out, I felt like I was missing something. I felt like I didn't get the whole piece of the puzzle. Like maybe there was something else that I missed. And the question I kept asking myself is, if Choker got everything he wanted, why did he leave? What happened to Choker? Christopher Lloyd, or Chris, grew up in Detroit, Michigan. He mentions in a few articles and interviews how he often felt isolated and sheltered growing up, but also how Detroit shaped him. I'd say it toughened me up. It made me a lot more weary of people around me. I don't think I'm really an open person in general when it comes to most things. I'm not quick to be buddy-buddy with some people. So it made me a lot more aware of my surroundings at all times. Growing up, his mom actually supported his dreams, originally being soccer and basketball, but then headed into music. Writing movie scripts and comics at first, he then wrote poems and later writings that could be considered lyrics. After that, he first got into rapping, but then grew tired of rapping over people's beats, and then grew tired of people producing beats and just waiting for them to be out there. Around 17 or 18 is when Chris first got into FL Studio, and then taught himself piano, guitar, and all the works. Around this time, Choker released his first EP, Die Slow, in 2015. A few years later, in 2017, he released his first album, Peak. All of which, he says, was made in his mom's basement in Detroit. He also mentions that when he first released Peak, he was making music 3 years before that, but when it came out, no one really listened to it. You think about artists that are popular now and you're like, oh man, they had immediate success or immediate rise. But especially with his story, you could just see all the work and the foundation that he had to do to get to where he's at. I'm sure there was promoting and reaching out, and the right people heard the right thing at the right time. But when it first was released, no one paid attention to it. After that release, Choker ends up moving to LA, where he says that he recorded the last half of Honey Bloom, his next album, in LA, but the first half back in Detroit. Around 2018 is when he released Honey Bloom, his second album. From there, it kind of feels like his life just takes off, if it hadn't already before. Choker headlines his first tour, he performs at Camp Flog Gnaw, he plays several other festivals in 2019, radio interviews, article write-ups, Filling Spaces series. So, what happened?
It's 2026 now. Yeah, I took a comical amount of time to finish this shit. Yeah. I was figuring a lot of life stuff out. You know, I feel like, it's a whole thing to get into. I'll probably get into more. Not probably. I'll definitely get into more as more music and stuff comes out. But yeah, you know, life be happening. Nigga be depressed. You're trying to express your way out of that. Sometimes the answer isn't actually like trying to art your way out of some shit. Sometimes you need to actually sit down and like talk to your friends or talk to, you know, a professional, or sometimes you just need to hash some shit out so that then when you go to art, you are able to tap into certain parts of yourself that, unfortunately, depression can shut down pretty much everything in your brain and make you not like anything. Because that's the thing. I'd be making all kinds of shit, but I just had no joy coming out of any of the stuff I was making. I'd make like a bunch of songs in a week and I'd listen to them all and just be like, bro, I don't want to hear myself.
Something I've learned is life just happens to you, whether you're ready for it or not. I've learned that the hard way so many times. Most of it sucked. Most of it was really hard. Most of it I just wanted to give up and just say, fuck it, I'm done. But as much as it all sucked, all of it was worthwhile. I think if I could go back in time and tell that version of myself something, I'd probably say, just keep going. I know things are hard right now, but just keep going. I believe in you. Whether it's a stolen laptop, life knocking him down, or just wanting to be at peace. Maybe it's not our place to fully know or fully understand why Choker spent 7-8 years living life. But what I do know is that it was necessary. In the future, I'd like to work with people more. after I learn how to not be such a destructive slab of sad meat during the creative process. I know it's healthy to collaborate and share those moments with others. I'm just not there yet. Gratitude doesn't feel big enough to contain what I experience emotionally when I see the words of encouragement from y'all, the support and the care. It for damn sure doesn't feel big enough to contain what I experience emotionally when I think about the friends, family, and collaborators that helped me get to this point. To me, on the outside looking in, I see someone who stepped away because life happened. And I also see him coming back because life happened. I think it's so wonderful to see him around so many people that love and care and support him. And outside looking in, it's obvious that he's had a lot of time to heal and to be present and to be a person again.
I care, I'm much better than to share. It can actually those have an epiphany.
Your life is not a race. Your dream is not a race. Take your time. You'll do the thing that you've always wanted to do, I promise you. Just take it day by day. Keep going. And I believe in you.
I see